We say we love someone today and we do all kinds of evil behind their back. And it just should not be, especially in God's household of faith. Among those of us who call ourselves believers. Love should be sincere in that even when love is strained and maybe goes bad through betrayal or otherwise, love always should be there, waiting patiently to heal all wounds, to forgive, to restore in some instances, and yes, to go on if need be. God's kind of love can cover a multitude of sins and can work miraculous acts when we practice it the way God intended. But Paul does say, under the inspiration of God, that there is a time to hate. There are some things we should hate because there are some things that God hates. We must hate evil as God does. We must fight against evil, stand up against evil, seek to rid our world of evil, our families and our own lives of evil. Evil is the great destroyer. It is the weaponry of the enemy. It is the demonic force that, when left to its own, acts as an agent for Satan and seeks to destroy the love of God in the world. Evil can come in many forms, but it's rarely confined to one person or one group of people. Evil is anything and everything we do against God and God's principles. Sin is evil in the eyes of God. And so sin should be evil in the lives of us as God's people and in the world. Evil destroys, but love builds. Evil weakens, but love strengthens and nourishes and nurtures. Evil is immorality. It is made up of immoral things and moral wrongs, wickedness, harmful and injurious deeds. Evil is like poison. It spreads and seeks to destroy anything it touches or has contact with. But love, God's kind of love, can lift you up. Oh yeah, it can turn you around. And it can plant your feet on solid ground. God hates evil. And Paul here tells us that we are to abhor evil, to regard with horror and loathing, to detest evil. To completely hate that which is evil and is designed to destroy God's people and God's plan. We know that the enemy roams about seeking whom he may devour. And it is our job not to fall prey to the schemes and the plots of the enemy, to not be so vulnerable that we fall into the trickery of the evil one. You see, brothers and sisters, loving and serving God is not only about submitting ourselves to God totally, but it is also about being equipped with the full armor of God so we can stand against the wiles of the evil one. Amen. Because anytime you truly try to do a good work for God, you better believe evil is always present. Sometimes even in the people or the causes that you seek to help. We have to be keenly aware, to be discerning, to be on our guard so as not to fall for everything or everybody that presents themselves as being sent by God into our lives. And not only do we have to be watchful about the people we surround ourselves with or surround our families with, we have to make sure we aren't the ones being used by Satan to destroy the plan of God. You do know that when you try to promote yourself in God's kingdom, regardless of God's plan, you are on assignment of the devil. God already has a plan for your life and for mine. And all any of us has to do is to truly get close to God and to get